All right. Just did the brake check. It is hot. It is so hot. 35 degrees Celsius out here. There's a truck. See, the load is starting to undress itself at the top over there. Down here too. Just flapping in the wind and coming apart. The back seems to be holding together a lot better, but the front end is completely coming apart. But it's a mixed mash of different stuff. It's like 1x1s and fencing, grooved, tongue and groove fencing. Definitely a mixed mash of different stuff. 2x4s. It's going to Rona in Surrey technically, but it's like south of Langley. And yeah, it's like 35 degrees Celsius out. It's hot. Oh, and smoky. Definitely smoky. I'll see that as soon as we drive into the valley here. All right, let's hope the camera doesn't overheat today again. If it does, it does. Then we just got the dash cam and the mirror cam again. I'm not sure why it overheated yesterday. Was that yesterday? No, that was 2 days ago. I recorded that on Wednesday. Wednesday, when I was shooting the bonus video, you guys saw the one last Saturday, that bonus video, the camera kept overheating. But it was like this, 35, 36 degrees Celsius outside. Maybe this wasn't good airflow. I mean, it's on top of the roof of the, I don't know, it should have good airflow. But I did a back-to-back video too, so the camera gets a lot hotter when you do like an hour and a half of video versus this. Oh yeah, I'm really heavy today. Let's grab a couple extra gears here. Just going outside and doing a brake check and setting up the cameras is hard work. A heavy load, so I'm definitely going to get home pretty late. Yeah, I guess since I left you guys, we were headed to Vancouver, right? Yeah, lots has happened since then. Lots has happened. And we got forest fire smoke blowing in from the US. Starting our switchbacks. You're gonna have some beautiful, beautiful points of view here. I mean, I've shown you guys this highway many times, but I didn't have time to shoot video. And then I'm like, everything else is boring. I've shown you guys everything. Let's go back to an old golden route that I show you guys often and is beautiful every time. So yeah, yesterday's video we were headed to Vancouver. I got to Vancouver, I unloaded. It took 7 hours to unload on Thursday. And then I hammered down to Abbotsford, got there at 3:30. I had to be there before 4 to get loaded. Deliver from Abbotsford to Nelson. And when I got there, they go, oh, you're picking up the rebar. That's in our other yard. And the other yard's closed now because they're doing soil sample testing. Like, okay. I'm like, when will we be able to pick it up? And they go like, maybe tomorrow morning. So I called the boss. He just goes, nope, that's a $500 load that we were just taking back for the sake of having something to come back. Hammer down. Forget the load, just come back. Head to the Kootenays. We'll load this porcupine load here to Vancouver again. This one actually pays money. He goes, it doesn't pay a lot of money, but it pays money. The $500 one, he goes, that's not paying the fuel to get back there, right? Let alone wages and repair costs and all of the oil changes, all the costs that goes in. It goes, we're not dropping the expensive load for the sake of a cheap load. So off to Porcupine I went, which is just north of Salmo. And when I got there today morning, the boss goes, any chance you could actually do a different delivery first? Porcupine down to Trail. I'm like, okay, quickly go do that, but we're driving directly into the sun. I'm like, yeah, I won't shoot a video then. And I'm like, maybe I'll shoot a video back from Trail back to Porcupine. And it's like, no, but there's nowhere good to mount the cameras except for the reverse cam. I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. Just not feeling it. So now I'm getting close to home. I'm like, we'll be headed north after these switchbacks. I won't be driving into the sun. I guess this will be a good spot to shoot a video. And it is a magical place to shoot a video, other than I've shown it to you guys a million times. So often that I don't even have to get Jess to make a new map for me. I'll just reuse the same map that Jess has made for me in the past. Almost to the scenic viewpoints. So going home, I'm going to get home pretty late today. It'll probably be after 6 p.m. Friday. So no live stream. And then yeah, this has to be loaded or delivered Monday morning. So I'm going to get Saturday off. That's it. Just a short weekend, just Saturday off. Now, remember, we have a deal with the boss that if I get a short weekend, I get a long weekend after. He just goes, you had 2 very long weekends the last 2 weeks. I'm like, yes, I did. He goes, any chance you'd be willing to deliver this on Monday? I'm like, yes, I would. I need to make up for the last payday, which was quite small. Definitely quite small. Look at the viewpoint. The warmest lake in Canada. At least that's what all the official paperwork in Osoyoos says. Everything to the left we're seeing is the US. Everything to the right is Canada. Yeah, this drive never gets old. Just so gorgeous. And yeah, you can see the smoky haze everywhere. Yeah, it's smoke, forest fire smoke blowing in from the US. See where the road was at the top over there, nice clean cut. That's the hairpin up there. Sometimes you see black lines here going off into the sagebrush over there. It's like, yep, someone came down a little too quick. But lots of big rigs leaving black lines on the road too. So. This is the only hill I've come down that I've smoked my brakes. When I was first learning to come down this mountain, I learned how fast I could come down. It's like, okay, this is the fastest I can safely come down. Awesome. Full speed down. Well, it was the safe speed down under the condition there was nobody else slower than me in front of me. And all of a sudden I had a truck that was just crawling down the mountain in front of me around the corner. I had to get in the brakes hard enough to get some white smoke coming off the brakes. I think that was my first year or second year of trucking when I thought I was getting good. Now the trick is I can't get complacent now that I've been doing it long enough that I know these roads inside out. I can't get complacent that all of a sudden something will be different. almost magic hour down here. With the smoke, it might actually be a nice, beautiful orange sunset. Whenever we have forest fire smoke blowing in, we tend to get sunsets that are just absolutely gorgeous. Still letting the truck gain speed as we go down because I haven't used any brakes yet. It's nice and cold. Let the truck gain speed at the bottom because we've got more of a safety margin built in now. And this is the third and final runaway lane down here. Welcome to Osoyoos. I hope that's not going to be a pink building. I hope that's just the construction insulation or something. Once they put a finish on it, that it's not going to be pink. It looks like an apartment complex or something. Could be like a hotel too. Go all the way down. Yeah, looking at that building, the pink building, it looks like it's some kind of insulation finish or a wrap or something. That something else will get finished over top of it. Looks like it might be on native land. I'm not sure where the borders are. What the native reservation is or not. Jess was with, I think I'd stop here and get some Dairy Queen because it's hot. So this is like a little peninsula that goes out into the lake. So both the right-hand side and left-hand side are both Osoyoos Lake. In fact, the lake has two of these peninsulas that go out into the lake. The other one's a little bit further to the south and is actually a campground. So you could actually camp on a peninsula narrower than this one and have a lake on both sides. Literally camp right on the beach. narrow section of the bridge or the lake here that is perfect for the bridge. And reading the history books and stuff, and Dudney Trail came right across that little peninsula, that same bridge, the same crossing. Don't worry about running a red light, it's okay. Lots of classic cars and modern sports cars. See lots of Corvettes and a bunch of Vipers. Don't see Vipers very often, but I've seen like 6 or 7 of them today. Okay. Well, that was downtown Osoyoos. Next stop, Oliver. Alright, you're turning off. Used to be a big Husky truck stop over here. You can still stop your truck over here, but it's a co-op now and there hasn't been a restaurant here for years. Those old Husky restaurants used to have good food. I remember doing road trips, just driving with a personal vehicle and trying to hit the Husky restaurants to get good food on the highway. But that's a thing of the past. Just like Caramias, lots of fruit stands over here, although a lot of them are off the main highway. In Caramias, they're all on Highway 3. Here you have to actually look them up and go down some of the side roads. Oliver has a bunch of fruit stands on the main highway. I'm sure they do better than the ones that are off the main road. All right, buddy. You think we could do speed limit? Oh, did you actually listen to me? Look at that. We're speeding up. Most of the orchards here this year did not produce any fruit due to our frost that killed all the blossoms on a lot of the trees. Vineyards did very poor, orchards did very poor. We're getting apples, we got cherries. So some fruits, the timing of the blossoms were so that they didn't all get that deep frost, but not a good year for the orchards this year. Got a bit of a yo-yo in front of us. Speed up and then slow down, and then speed up and then slow down. We're still catching up with what is that, milk tanker in front of us? Something interesting in all these orchards and stuff, you pick signs are all gone. You used to be able to go to all these orchards and they'd say, you pick your own cherries, you pick your own apples. And that's gone. So many people came in there and just destroyed the orchard, trying to get the one good apple, right? It wasn't worth the money. Very north end of Osoyoos Lake here. There's an old Jeep. This is the Osoyoos Oxbow restoration on the right-hand side. Basically restoring it to its natural swamplands and insect habitat, animal habitat. Because all got turned into farmland. But purchased some of the land back and turned it into a restoration area. Lots of wineries over here too. Kind of magic hour now, right? Because the sun is set on this side already, but the other side of the valley is still lit up. It's definitely not the milk truck. It's got a hazardous material, so it's probably gas and diesel. Headed to a gas station somewhere. Already on weekend mode because he's not fast. Might just not know this road. Usually the gas guys, they know there's roads inside out because they do the same loops over and over, but you never know when there's a new driver doing a new route. Or even just a driver covering someone's vacation. Only annoying part is he could do 90 in the 4-lane section, and you only do 65 over here. As soon as it goes down to 2 lanes, speed limit's 80 over here. So seeing he's a fuel truck, hopefully that means he's going to a local fuel station here in Oliver. I already fueled up at Midway because my light came on and the gauge said I was empty. But I made it. Now that one said you pick. We're going up to 80 kilometers an hour now. I don't understand why we're yo-yoing up and down in speed so much. Could be daydreaming and not paying attention and just on autopilot. Nice thing about Highway 97, it's pretty smooth over here. Thank you for signaling early. Big W there for that white car. Huge W. Signaling early when there's a big rig behind you. Thank you. That's awesome sauce right there. And that type of thing makes your day. Apples are looking nice and red. They're almost ready there on the right hand side. Gorgeous. Definitely magic hour. Welcome to Oliver. Here's the actual sign. Oliver, Canada's wine capital. Just because you make your sign say that, it doesn't make it true. I know Oliver, Penticton, West Kelowna, and Kelowna all claim to be wine center of Canada. Also, everybody down here claims to live in a desert, which I believe the marketing. We're a desert? Awesome, because we got cactuses and really dry, but we get 100 millimeter of rain or whatever. Millimeter? Yeah, millimeters. And that's too much to be classified as an actual desert. So we have a fake desert. All the marketing and branding calls us a desert. Welcome to downtown Oliver. This corner always wakes me out if I have a wide load. It's just a little zigzag and it's sketchy close. Don't run. All of our theaters playing Borderlands. Well, I was going to end the video there. Yeah, it's going to be a long one, but the camera's still going, right? Let's see if the cameras go all the way to Vasu Lake. Construction ahead. Oh yeah, that's that resurfacing. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Today's Friday, so they might still be there just in cleanup mode. Friday, maybe they cleaned up a little earlier. It's interesting to see like an orchard that's completely dead, and the orchard's not even that old looking. As far as the trees don't look that old. It just proves that if their orchards are not irrigated, the trees don't survive. The whole valley is, all the orchards, all the vineyards, if they're all irrigated. If not, it's just only thing that lives here is sagebrush. grass has been resurfaced here already. What I'm looking at in the back of that pickup. Is it suitcases? I'm not sure if it's a work truck or if someone's moving. Could be suitcases and some furniture. That's what we get to see here. Wheelchair, vacuum cleaner. Yeah, someone's moving. At least they're very polite and pulled over to let us all by. Now all the cars that are behind me have a chance to get by me. Make sure I don't do 90 through here. Take our time. Back in the shade. Another hour, it'll be dark outside. Literally all of them. And don't you guys dare slow down in front of me. Oh, there's the brake lights. It's okay. We're on our way home. We're almost there. It's a beautiful but hot day. There's a couple of Porsches there. Porsches are quite common here in the Okanagan Valley. They're a dime a dozen. You see them around a lot. Ones that are rare to see, like I'd say a Dodge Viper is more rare to see than the Ferraris and Lamborghinis. You see quite a few of those because they come here for the track days. You even see a supercar every now and then. You rarely see a Viper. It's weird. Vasu Lake. I think we'll call it a day as soon as we get past Vasu Lake. It's already in a very long video, but I just felt like recording further. Just such a beautiful day. I think the forest fire smoke adds, you know, 3 dimensions to the valley. Forest fire smoke actually makes the valley prettier. This house here on the right hand side, built into the rock, on the rock right next to the highway here, there's a bench there. Never ever seen anyone sitting in that bench, but there's a bench right on the highway. Yep. I live in a beautiful place. It's what happens when you go on vacations to the Okanagan Valley, and in one year you just decide to stay. Not quite how that happened, but we definitely came on vacation here. Many times before we decided to move. Well guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the long video. I'm gonna bail out of here. You guys have a great weekend. See you in tomorrow's bonus video. You guys absolutely rock.